At the base of the Chugiak Mountains, the Mat-Su Miners are locked in and ready for another road battle in the ABL against the Chugiak-ER Chinooks. Hello everyone and welcome to Lee Jordan Field in Chugiak, Alaska. Dylan Simmons and Charlie Fellows joining you this evening as your Miners look for another monumental win on the heels of a victory in what might have been the game of the year in the Alaska Baseball League. So on our pregame show, delivered the game-winning RBI double in the sudden death 11th inning to beat the Bucks. Counts 0-1. Here is a liner into center that's going to get down for a base hit. Wilcox on to first with a single here in the top half of the first inning, and he keeps his red-hot momentum going.
Oslin strikeout, chasing pitches.
And a swing and a miss for Cochran. Now 6 strikeouts for Frankie Golko in the first 2 innings. And this Mat-Su offense off to a tough start. Chinooks making him pay early. The 2-2, Bernardino working fast, and he gets the strikeout. Great curveball to finish on Jaden Hill for out number 2. Best bunter in the ABL strikes again. Here's a liner into right field by Wilcox and keep the hot streak going. 1 run's going to score. Scow stays at third, and Mat-Su takes the early lead. Chase Wilcox is in fuego for Mat-Su 1-0.
He is hot as a blowtorch right now. We have not seen anything like this.
Here's a chopper left side, picked up by the shortstop, thrown on to first by Cochran, and safe at first base. A run's going to score. Rickabaugh comes home, and Oliver Dagenhart delivers with 2 outs, the game now tied. And that pitch is low for ball 3, just couldn't fit it in the zone, bringing the count full for Jordan Jaffe. And a payoff pitch on the way. Bernardino does have 3 strikeouts in this game, struck out Brady Groves earlier on in this inning. A massive payoff. Here's a liner into center that gets down for a base hit, and the Chinooks are going to take the lead. Coming home and scoring will be 2 runs, and that's going to be a 2-run single for Jordan Jaffe that has given Chugiak a 3-1 advantage.
Said, really, this battery, Bernardino and Baltz, 2 of the more vocal leaders of this team. And the former with a 1-2 strikes him out. He got him. Down on strikes goes Kwapnowski. K number 4 in the books for Rocco, and he responds with a nice clean 1-2-3 frame.
Almost on base for the 3rd time.
Kyle McCausland walked his last time up, and he will crush one to deep center field. Going back on to Jaden Hill, and it's right at the base of the wall, all the way to the wall. Hill had trouble finding it, and McCausland will stop at second. He's got a double. He breaks out of the 0-for streak that he'd been in. A 2-out rocket off the bat of McCausland, and I gotta say, in a lot of other parks, I think at Herman Brothers, that might have cleared the fence. It was right at the base of the wall, and it got stuck there. Jaden Hill had to look for it for a couple seconds. And Golko just adding to it. That is spoiled by Perez. He's got another 2-strike count. He has struck out twice today. Does not have a hit since the 8th of July, 10 days ago.
Well, cold snaps are certainly meant to be broken. Christian, we know, has that ability inside. We've seen it time and time again this year.
He's going to break it soon, just a question of when.
Could be right now.
It could be. 1-2. Golko again working slow, and that's ripped into right field past the diving glove and off the diving glove is Zuleika for a base hit. Rounding third and coming in to score is McCausland, and Perez will end that slump and get the Miners back on the board. A 2-out rally from 2 of the coldest players on the Miners who come through when it matters most.
If he could get back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning.
0-2, and that's exactly what he'll do. Swing and miss on a curveball in the dirt. The Chinooks get a pair in scoring position. This time, though, they are not able to capitalize. Spared from that, it will be a 2-1 count.
I'll cut them a little bit of slack because that was relatively close, but I think it was clear enough that Scow had made it in time.
2-1. Showing bunt again, and that's a pop-up, and it will land fair, and the catcher won't have anything to do with it. I thought at first that might land in the glove of the catcher, R.J. Rickabaugh, but instead it landed right in front of him, and Drake Kerr's got a free base hit out of it. Important of a moment in this game we are watching right now.
And that's the risk of intentionally walking Christian Perez, because now you've got the bases loaded and a run automatically scores. So that decision may be backfiring a little bit for the Chinooks.
3-1 count. Alvetti inside. Ball 4. The Miners have tied it up. The decision to intentionally walk Perez comes back and blows up in the Chinooks' face, and we have a brand new ball game here in the 7th.
By that. Count goes to 2-1 either way. It looked like it was a pretty clear foul ball. Here's a liner that gets into left field for a base hit. Christian Perez is going to have a leadoff single for Matsu.
Man, has he come back to life now. 2 hits already along with that intentional walk.
And potentially the winning run. The 3-2. Cochran watches that come inside for ball 4. He's on to first base. Bases loaded for the Miners with 1 out. A clutch walk forced by Ryan Cochran.
He's issued 3 now, Gavin Alvetti has, and all of them have been arguably at the worst possible time. This is just going to be a simple mound conference. I can't help but wonder if the Chinooks might be using a similar strategy where they're saving their bullpen for the doubleheader tomorrow, because there is not even anyone sitting down over there. Strikeout obviously wouldn't be ideal, but it wouldn't be the worst thing.
Can Baltz have a 3-for-4 day right here? 1-2 pitch. Baltz with a ground ball to third. Throw to second is going to be in time. Throw to first will not be in time, and a run scores for the Miners. Bisaccia comes home. Matsu has the lead. RBI for Blake Baltz at the biggest point in the game.
Look at the legs on that catcher running out that double play and keeping the Miners inning alive. He hits the ball a long way, but he's one swing and a miss away from that not mattering.
1-2 pitch on the way from the chess master. Here's a bouncing ball to short. Picked up. Cochran goes on to second, and that ends the game. The Matsu Miners defeat the Chugiak-ER Chinooks by a final score of 4-3. They have won 3 consecutive games on the road for the first time this season. They are 15-13 on the year, and they are making a heck of a push for second place in the ABL standings. What a clutch win by the Miners tonight.